Up this morning, the House of Representatives still does not have a speaker as several efforts to elect Representative Kevin McCarthy have failed. The chaos continues as in the nation this morning.
And after the storm earlier this week on Monday, we've got calm and cold weather in our upcoming forecast. I'll tell you more coming up.
Plus, the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students appears in court as we learn new details about the crime. News 4 Today continues now.
From KTIV, Siouxland's news channel, this is News 4 Today.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Friday. We made it to Friday, Siouxland. I'm Claire Bradshaw. Al Jones is off. It is January 6th, 6 a.m. on the dot, and you're going to want to grab a heavier coat this morning. It's a little chilly out there. Let's check in with Storm Team 4's Nick Reese in the Weather Center this morning. He's in for meteorologist Jacob Howard today. Nick, it's cold out there for sure.
Yeah, you got that right, Claire.
Without that wind, though, you don't need to fully bundle up. You don't need the hat, the scarves, and all that. Probably you could get away with a little bit if you're just walking to and from your car.
Yeah, even though it's in those teens and single digits, when I was out on the weather patio with no wind out there, it's really not unbearable.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, Nick, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. It seems like Groundhog Day for Republicans on Capitol Hill. Day after day, Kevin McCarthy has failed to secure enough votes to become Speaker. Each time, a small group of holdouts have blocked his bid. Today, lawmakers will head to the floor for the 12th time to cast their vote. NBC's Bree Jackson reports.
Fulcher, McCarthy.
Nebraska has a new governor. Thursday, Republican Jim Pillen was sworn in as the state's 41st governor. Governor Pillen addressed the legislature and Nebraskans for the first time and promised to lower taxes. He told the state, quote, "Great people want limited government that respects their freedoms, does its job, and then gets out of the way."
I'm here to do my part, to bring my knowledge and experience to the table, and to listen to all Nebraskans, to advocate for the values and interests of our citizens from the Missouri River to Harrison and everywhere in between.
Several new state board members and officials were also sworn into office. You can watch Pillen's entire address right now on our website. Just head to KTIV.com. Iowa's new Attorney General was officially sworn in Thursday as well. Republican Brenna Bird defeated longtime Democratic incumbent Tom Miller in the November election. Bird's first day in office was actually Tuesday. She made moves to hire new prosecutors and joined several lawsuits. She joined a lawsuit challenging the federal student loan cancellation, the tax cut ban in the American Rescue Plan Act, and 3 lawsuits that challenge vaccine mandates. The suspect in the brutal killings of 4 Idaho college students made his first appearance in a courtroom in Idaho Thursday. New documents reveal the investigation that led to his arrest. NBC's Dan Shinneman reports. The suspect's next court appearance is set for January 12th. 8 members of a family were found shot to death inside their home in Utah on Wednesday. According to officials, 3 adults and 5 minors were found dead during a welfare check at a home in Enoch. They all had gunshot wounds. Many in the community knew the family and they served in the church with them or went to school with them. Police are not sure why the shooting occurred, but an investigation is underway. So far, no arrests have been made, and authorities say they do not detect a threat to the public. The Buffalo Bills' Damar Hamlin is making significant strides in his recovery after Monday's scary on-field injury. Doctors from the University of Cincinnati said Thursday that Hamlin's condition has improved. However, he will remain in intensive care while his lungs continue to heal. Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest and received CPR on the field Monday night during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 7 minutes after 6 a.m. Coming up, good news for future parents enlisted in the U.S. military. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Claire Bradshaw. Al Jones is off. We have an update to the winter weather heading towards Siouxland, so we're going to go straight to Storm Team 4 meteorologist Jacob Howard, who's tracking that out for us at this hour. Jacob, what's the latest?
Yeah, right now we are expecting muffled weather coming up.
Okay, looking forward to it. Thank you, Jacob. NBC's Sam Brock reports from El Paso, Texas, on the continuing immigration crisis along the southern border after the Supreme Court voted to leave Title 42 in place for now, and we'll hear oral arguments on the issue in February. Final ruling, though, is not expected until June. Chinese officials are responding to news the U.S. is considering implementing COVID restrictions on people traveling from China. U.S. officials today cited a reason in COVID cases in China and a, quote, lack of transparent data. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson responded that any measures the U.S. takes should be scientific, moderate, and not affect, quote, people-to-people exchanges. The spokesman said all parties should cooperate to ensure the safe movement of people between countries and the stability of the global supply chain. According to one U.S. official, a decision about a possible testing requirement could come soon. Thousands of Southwest Airlines customers were forced to change their travel plans over the Christmas holiday after the air carrier canceled thousands of flights, causing headaches at airports across the country. Southwest CEO Bob Jordan posted a message on Twitter apologizing for the disruptions and thanked employees for their efforts.
Our plan for the next few days is to fly a reduced schedule and reposition our people and planes, and we're making headway, and we're optimistic to be back on track before next week.
Passengers remain stranded today, with over 3,000 flights canceled today and over 1,000 canceled tomorrow. One Siouxland family was stuck in Orlando. Another woman spent Christmas night inside the Omaha airport. Another woman tried 4 different flights just to make her way back home. Those are just a few of the stories we've heard from Siouxlanders. KTIV's Matt Hoffman reports. If you're stranded or might become so during future travels, there are a few things you can do. According to Cancun travel advisor Trisha Kirstein, taking immediate action is the most important thing. Head to the ticket counter and call your airline at the same time because you don't know which one will help you first. Above all else, be polite.
And then you think of it from their point of view. Now they have all these people that are angry with them too, because even though they're not responsible for the weather, all of a sudden they're the people that take the brunt of the anger and frustration and violence even. You know, you've seen those videos.
Other travel agents we contacted suggested renting a car soon after your flight's canceled and asking the airline for all available reimbursements, including a refund, vouchers, and all expenses incurred. Minimum wage workers in Nebraska will see a wage increase in 2023. Thanks to Initiative 433, which passed in the November general election, the state now plans to gradually raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2026. Currently, minimum wage for Nebraska is $9 an hour. On January 1st, it'll bump to $10.50 an hour. South Dakota's minimum wage will also increase next year. It will increase from $9.95 an hour to $10.80 on January 1st. In Iowa, the minimum wage stays at $7.25. Tuesday, a longtime Dakota County employee punched out for the last time. Dakota County Clerk Joan Spencer retired after 30 years. She first started as the Dakota Deputy Clerk, and she held that position for 15 years. She later worked as an assistant to the Board of Commissioners for 8 years and slowly worked her way up and was appointed County Clerk in 2015. Last year, she was awarded the National Lifetime Achievement Award.
Working with the people is what I'm going to miss the most. Very task-oriented, very list-oriented. I think I'll probably have a list when I retire. But yes, it's the people that I'm going to miss.
Tuesday, everybody in the Dakota County Courthouse threw her a retirement party. Her friends and colleagues gathered to celebrate her years of hard work and dedication. Coming up, what a year for the entertainment industry. From a shocking slap to claims in court, we have 2022 wrapped up for Hollywood.